Hello everybody, Normie Garden here, and today I'm going to teach you how to build a bamboo wattle fence. It's very simple. Let's start with the material. This bamboo here I got for 99 cents for like 10 pops at a thrift store. You can find bamboo in a cheap place. You just Google it, look around. Bamboo grows everywhere. It's basically a weed for some people. If you have bamboo shoots, they grow like weeds, like, you know, mints or any other crawling things. They're a tough plant. They grow a lot. People have plenty of bamboo, and you can find bamboo for cheap if you just look around. So that's the first thing, is the material, bamboo, dried out bamboo. It's not too dry though. The key to doing any wattle fence is having some bendableness. You know, it has to be strong and not like I'll be floppy around, but also it has to be bendy. If it's stiff, if it's dried out, you can't do it. You can't build anything with dried out sticks. Those are only good for starting fires. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about why I'm building this wattle fence. I have these cucumber vines here. Now, they may look small now, but they are going to get huge, and they're going to take over my entire raised bed here. So I have in here 2 mounds for cucumber vines. I have some wheat that I'm growing, and I have some dill. The dill's there to make dill pickles with these cucumbers. However, these cucumbers are going to take over this entire garden in a few months if I don't give them something to climb on. Cucumber vines like to climb things, and you don't need to do anything to make them climb things. They'll do it by themselves, and they will just take over your garden if you let them. So I've already enclosed this guy in a wattle fence. Now I'm going to clear it up here, and we're going to see how it's done. The first step to building a wattle fence is putting the upright stakes down. Now, the important thing here is placement. You need to know what kind of material you're using and how that material bends. Now, I found by trial and error that around this is good for bamboo wattle fencing. Anything longer and the fence is kind of wobbly instead of being really tight and straight like it is now. Anything that's too tight and the bamboo literally can't bend. So that's about as big. So I put in one stake now. Let's put another one in. Just take it down right there. And you know, if you get it wrong, just take it out and do it again. Okay, so now I put all the stakes in. It looks like a bunch of stakes, all wobbly. They don't look like a wattle fence, don't look much of anything, like a bunch of pointless stakes. The key here is don't stop believing. Don't give up. This will become a beautiful wattle fence, beautiful bamboo lattice. That's something Mr. Miyagi would make. We just got to keep believing. The next step is weaving in the branches. So the next crucial step is called the weave. By me, it's called the weave, but that's literally what it is. You're going to be weaving the other sticks in and out of the first bunch of sticks. And this part is a little tricky, but not too bad. Let's see how it works. So the thing you do is, see if I can do this without, you weave the sticks in and out like so, all the way to the end. Okay, now it looks pretty loose right now, right? This isn't going to stay in place, but when you slide it down, it gets tight. And if it doesn't get tight, your sticks are not close enough together. That is the first branch. As we do more and more of these, this fence will get more and more solid. So here's the second branch. I weaved it in and out. Now, of course, just like I'm doing a basket, I weaved it the opposite way. Now we'll push it down, and you'll see that it's starting to get tighter. Like this one should be on this side. And see, it's starting to get more rigid. See, the key is it didn't get rigid at first. You want to get them as close together as possible in most cases, these 2 branches. The closer it is, the tougher your wattle fence will be. Now in this case, I'm building a thing for cucumbers, so I don't want to get too close because I want to let sunlight in between. But if you were building a fence like this, you would want to get them really close together. A wattle fence is really a wattle wall. I mean, we call it a fence, but it's as solid as a wall. All right, let's keep going. Now around the third one, you're going to find this issue. The stakes are going back and forth. That's because they are being woven just like these stakes are being woven. And so they're resisting being woven. That resistance is the key to the strength of a wattle fence. So you just got to beat the resistance out. I have this policy thing where I just go like this, you know, kind of like give it a lot of space and go. It's not that hard. For the sticks it's hard, but for you it's not. And yep, so if I got that, I'm going to push that one down, and each one is going to get a little tougher. And the resistance is good. That means that your fence is going to be nice and tight and strong. Okay, so I've done like 4 branches now. This only took me like a couple seconds to do, by the way. This won't take you very long to do. Now the next step is the last one. I just want to demonstrate how tight this is getting. It's getting really tough. Like this is really resisting me weaving it, you know. So again, it's hard to do this with one hand at this point, but I think I can do it. Back and forth, all the way to here. Push it down. See, this is so easy. I can do it with a broken hand. Look at that. Okay. Now you see it's getting really tight. You know, bends a bit. It's resistant. It's because the material is good, like I said in the beginning, and also the weave is good. You know. I want to show a common mistake that is made in wattle fencing. I didn't leave enough room here. Now that's gonna pop out eventually, like that. Now I can't even move it over without messing up the other branches, so I gotta take these other things off and do this again. You gotta leave plenty of room over here for the fence to have a little bit of tension. That one popped out already too, so I gotta do these all over again. So keep in mind at the end, the last thing, you gotta leave lots of room like this, you know, so that it won't pop off like 2 months from now, because wood actually shrinks and grows, and so you have to keep that in. This is not like static material like stone or brick. It will shrink and grow. You gotta leave it room to be able to, to expand and contract without messing up your fence. Like a dramatic example of what I'm talking about can be seen right here. You see, I built this wattle fence last year, and when I built it, I trimmed all these branches, you know, and they were fresh then. Now they're stiff. Now you can see that this thing is popping out again. It popped out that much. It wasn't like that last year. It expanded that much as the wood dried out, you know. So, I'm gonna cut it off again, but keep that in mind. You really need to leave a lot of room over there. See, I didn't do it the right way. Let me do it again. Now, if you're having trouble with your weaving, like it's not bending enough or if it's getting hard, try making sure that you pick a thinner sort of branch. I picked bamboo for this demonstration because bamboo is really an easy material to do wattle fencing with. It's mostly like the same, but it's not exactly the same. If you look closely, this branch and this branch, this one's a little bit thinner, so I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use this one for the next weave. I just want to demonstrate how tough it is at the very end. This is really going to be there's lots of resistance, to my weave now. See, it's really like the branches don't want to go the way I want them to go. So that's good. Remember, the resistance is what makes it strong. So you see how at the beginning it was really floppy. Now it's really, really tight. So here's the finished product. I really made them close together this time, and I actually pushed the limit a bit. When I was putting this last stake in, I could hear a cracking noise, and it turned out to be this guy down here. If you can look closely, it's like it cracked almost in half. The bamboo actually cracked. That's how strong the pressure is at the end. But it still works. It's still not going to break in half, so I'm not going to do it again. So this is the finished product. A bamboo wattle fence, also known as a lattice. This thing is going to be perfect for what I need it for, which is these cucumber plants growing up and out and grabbing these things, and instead of spreading out over my garden and messing up other stuff, it's going to be confined in here, and I can keep track of it. Cucumber vines like to grow up, so they will grab these things right away. I want to point out also that this thing cost me $5. That's how much the bamboo cost. It was like 99 cents for a pack of like 10. And I got plenty left over to do other things with. So when you start gardening, you're going to find that finding a lot of people want to sell you stuff. Like, if you go to Lowe's or a department store, they're going to want to buy you like cucumber towers and this and that and whatever. And keep in mind that you don't need to buy those things to make a good garden. People have been gardening since literally the first man. And there's always ways of making the things that you need with material, and that's much more fun that way. You learn something, and it's much more satisfying to build something instead of buying it and just flopping it in the ground. So there's the lattice fence. Hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you later.